I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Happy Monday.
It is Monday indeed.
Monday, May 24th.
The year of our Lord.
2021. I don't know why.
It's really funny to me, but I don't know.
Well, no. I don't know why. I've had this sudden compulsion. I do know why. I do
You
know
know
why.
All right, so what's the why?
The reason I have decided, in a weird, compulsive way, is to start throwing out the date. Is to make it a lot easier when people have to hear a replay.
Not saying that we're going to have a lot.
No, it's
but
not the
there's
plan.
It's just this past month.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, so that way when, because most people will, I've seen this on the socials and stuff, and usually the reason why we replay is because we're really have something we can't do. So we don't exactly have the ability to throw up on social media. Hey guys, we apologize for the situation, but we're not going to be live tonight. Sometimes we do, but for the most part, most times we don't.
Because we can't.
Yeah, it literally becomes that kind of a situation. So I get most people will listen to it and they'll be like, oh, wait, I heard this one already. No. Well, I think this probably will not help our numbers at all, but by announcing the date right out the gate, when they realize that's not today, they can change or do whatever.
At least it's a replay. And
yeah,
like,
you don't
get.
Yeah,
I don't think I remember that one, so I'm just going to stick around anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
But you don't. Yeah, that way you don't get sucked into 20, 30 minutes or less and be like, oh, well, your replay. I don't have to be here right now. I can go do.
It's like, God dang it, it's a replay. They got me again.
Yeah, I can go launder my socks or whatever.
Which technically I'm also doing at the same time.
You are currently doing right now.
Laundering my socks.
That is, among other things.
Among other things.
Your delicates.
Yes. Well,
your unmentionables.
All of them at the same time because I'm a man and I wash everything at one time.
I do that too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm a
the
man.
The girlfriend does that too. The only thing she separates is towels.
I'm a man and I wash everything in one load. So all of my clothes, one load on hot.
That's what she said. One load on hot.
Darn right.
That's gross.
So a 40-year-old man was found dead inside of a large papier-mâché dinosaur statue in Spain after being reported missing by his family only hours earlier. Multiple Spanish outlets have reported over the weekend.
That's...
I almost skipped a beat trying not to laugh.
I know. Well, you have to take it seriously, but on the other hand, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah?
Really? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
The man whose identity has been protected was discovered.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was discovered.
He was discovered when a father and a son who frequent the area alerted police after noticing a foul smell coming from the papier-mâché.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah. And they saw a human leg through the crack in the statue.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It is. It is terrible.
It's a horrible thing.
It makes you sad. It really does.
It really does. It really does. When firefighters arrived on the scene, they were forced to cut the statue open in order to remove the man's corpse.
I don't feel like this is the right one. No, it is.
It is. The Stegosaurus statue.
It was a Stegosaurus?
Stegosaurus.
They were herbivores.
I know.
They didn't eat people. They didn't eat people.
Well, that's what we're told.
So you say allegedly they didn't eat people?
Okay, I was talking about this earlier with the kids.
We don't know how hungry they were.
I want to point this out very directly to everybody here. All they have ever found, the most they have ever found on a dinosaur is about 30% of the bones.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
They've made up everything.
Everything else is made up. They don't know if they're herbivores. They don't know if they're carnivores. They don't know if T-Rexes have tiny little arms. That could have been a thing where a T-Rex had just eaten a raptor.
They're just assuming.
And they're assuming because there were tiny arms around the T-Rex head that it was somewhere that was its arms.
Wow. I think I knew that, but
I'm just saying, it's bothersome to me.
I agree.
It's bothersome. The Stegosaurus statue, which has been constructed as an advertisement for since now closed movie theater, is located in Santa Coloma de Gramenet. I'm going that.
Yeah,
way.
no, that's close enough.
It's a suburb of Barcelona. A video posted by Twitter by a Spanish media outlet, El Miral. Shows firefighters using a crane to approach the statue from above.
They didn't want to get
others
any
on the
closer
ground-
to it than they had to.
Yeah, while others on the ground appear to use an electric saw to cut its leg.
I mean, it's sad. It's sad that the guy died.
Yes, it is sad. It's very
But-
sad. This is.
They're
still-
technically doing a dinosaur autopsy.
Yes, they are.
They're cutting him open.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
It's so sad. I feel
horrible
bad
making fun
now.
of this. Sort of, not really.
I kind of do, though.
I feel bad for the guy and for his family. I have no qualms about making fun of
The situation?
Yeah, the situation itself.
No,
I
I'm
got
with you on
nothing
that
there.
one. Like, it's sad that he lost his life. It's sad that
Yes.
for the family that he lost, brother, father, son, whatever.
Right.
But as far as, the way it happened,
Nothing.
don't care.
I got nothing there.
I don't care.
I have no life's worry about that.
Zero
cares.
cares.
Yeah,
Zero
according
F's
to-
given.
According to local reports, the police initially suspected that the man to be homeless, believed that he had crawled into the statue to spend the night before getting trapped. But upon learning that that a missing person report had been filed, police ruled that out.
Well, duh.
Now they
Smooth detective work there, Gumshoe.
now posit that he may have somehow dropped his cell phone inside the statue before falling upside down and getting struck.
Wow. So he got stuck trying to get his phone.
Yeah.
It's almost like that guy. What was it? There was one story a while back about the criminal that they found like in a chimney or something, or in an exhaust fan, port or a exhaust, whatever the hell they called it. Anyway, he was trying to come in from the roof.
Yeah.
And he misjudged it and got stuck. And for some reason, they were closed for
Like 3 or 4
repairs
days
or
or
something.
whatever.
Yeah, they were closed for almost 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he didn't make it.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it 2 weeks.
So
Yeah.
especially like he was too. I think he was upside down.
This guy was found, he had been lost for 2 days.
Oh,
He could have lived in 2 days, but it's paper mache in the heat.
it's a little warm.
Not enough air.
No,
And he probably also got himself hurt.
that's possible. And I mean, even if you didn't get hurt, the fact that you've been wedged, now that you're stuck.
Yeah.
You start to panic, nerves go a little
Wonky.
yeah, and your body kind of kicks into a really crazy gear, and before you know it, you've
It's pretty terrible.
expended your reserves on stuff, and you just kind of collapse, and then by that point, like you said, then you can't breathe already to begin with, and slowly but surely,
Everything goes to crap.
you join the dinosaurs to whence you have climbed into.
Speaking of which, the dinosaur, which had lasted several promotion decorations, has now been removed.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, can you imagine everybody walking? Actually, you know what they should do is leave it there. It's a hell of a promotional thing. Come see the herbivore dinosaur that ate a man.
Stegosaurus that swallowed a man whole. Oh, that's awesome.
I think it's funny. I mean,
That's awesome and terrible. At the
nobody
same
else
time.
thinks it's funny, but I think it's
I
funny.
mean, it could be.
It could be funny.
It could be good.
I think it's hilarious.
Maybe that.
There we go.
I don't know. Could have been many other things. Anyway.
So bad.
Yeah. Continuing forward, sir.
Just like that. Moving on.
Moving on.
Man is dead. He's buried now.
Yep.
Actually, you know what they should have done is they should have just buried him in
The Stegosaurus.
yeah, that's what should have happened.
Yep.
That way.
Well, they had to find him, so they had to put him back in afterwards.
No, they could have found him. We could have just.
And then buried the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's a much bigger than a six.
I know it's been more than
It's
6
bigger than
months.
6 foot hole. I'm just saying.
Could have, filled it in with concrete, not told anybody.
That's not right.
I mean,
It's not nice.
he would be fossilized. I'm saying.
Ah.
Just saying.
All right.
I would have saved some money on that one if I was the family. Because it's a little expensive to birth somebody.
Right.
Oh, nice you say knee over on Twitter. Well, now we know of at least one Stegosaurus who ate meat. It's true.
True. Yes.
That's true. Let's see. Yeah. Anything else? Nope.
Not
Okay.
really.
Okay. So, having been stationed in Washington, D.C. for more than 4 months following the allegedly riot on January 16th at the U.S. Capitol, the last remaining National Guard troops officially ended their term on Sunday. That, according to the Army Reserve component, who announced it in a news release. Quote, the National Guard's U.S. Capitol security mission to support the U.S. Capitol Police ends May 23rd.
Yes. Oh, wait. That was Friday, right? Friday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
The release stated the final 2,200 troops exited the nation's capital.
Good.
Quote, they've hit the magic date and they're going home. That according to a retired Lieutenant General Russell Honor.
Wait, why is he talking?
Because he's a retired general.
Can't talk about the mission after the fact, I guess?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Continue. I had to ask.
Honor, who oversaw the security review in the wake of the riot, noted that a smaller contingent of troops may continue to be stationed near the Capitol as part of a, quote, quick reaction force, quote, based on recommendations he made to Congress.
Wait, so they're not leaving?
No, they are. No. The
Afghanistan?
No, they're leaving. They're gone. Because it says right there, they're all gone.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Yeah. Afghanistan? We pulled out of Afghanistan, didn't we?
No, we didn't. Look. America hasn't pulled out of any engagement it has gone in a long time.
It's funny because they stick themselves in a lot of places.
Well, I was going to say, and by not pulling out, that's the reason why this stuff keeps multiplying.
Yeah, but the problem is that the only thing that multiplies is more problems. We don't have any good children out of this.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. You got to pull out. The continued presence of the National Guard troops in the city have been criticized by many Republicans who saw their months-long deployment in D.C. as a strain on the component's capabilities across the country, as well as an unnecessary political operation. And a very expensive one at that.
Oh, yeah.
In February, the Pentagon officials estimated that deploying thousands of troops to the Capitol just through mid-March would cost about $500 million.
That's much less than what that Russian hack group supposedly hacked a pipeline for. Yeah. But they could have gotten to that.
I wonder
if they had really wanted to.
See,
they could have gotten the $500 million.
They just didn't learn. They weren't learning properly. They should have watched the U.S. government try.
It's Russia.
It wasn't really Russia.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Russia, I know this is a side tangent, but
okay.
Speaking of Russia,
speaking of the Russias,
we need to get the side-by-side comparison of the latest army recruitment videos from Russia versus ours. because ours is the big like lesbian bisexual thing where it's like my moms were in the military. I've been protecting the system and civil rights and blah 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 since I was a child. I was at my mom's wedding.
And Russia's like, I just ripped the skin off a bear with my bare hands.
Basically, yes, it's kind of just like that. It's the old
KGB stuff.
No. It's like the style is the old the dark, dingy, like gunmetal. Like everything is the gunmetal like taupe thing going on.
It's the literal badass.
Like everything is shadowed and overcast and gunmetal and
it's the Expendables, but
when they show him in
reality.
they show them in boot camp, every guy is not only doing push-ups, every guy is also ripped, every guy is also topless, every guy is also doing push-ups. They do a zoom in of the guy's face and it's stone solid while doing push-ups. You know? No strain, no nothing, just solid. They do another scene where it cuts and he's got a bolt action rifle, and in the other side of the scope is a bad guy and he does the bolt action, and then they have a scene of the bullet exiting the barrel and the whole thing, like the spiral and the yes.
Wow.
And we have happy, lucky, good, fun, gay times.
You know, I loved America while it was still here.
It's like, that was such a good recruitment commercial for the military, but it was just Russian. I was like, dang it.
Because the sad part is Russia is doing what, the army, they're doing what they are designed,
what the military is designed to do. In a lot of ways, yeah. Russia's also,
the army,
but whatever.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole another. But yeah, the army, the military has not been designed to further social justice
ever.
They are protect our borders to keep us safe, so you morons can continue to worry about social justice.
Being in an LGBT rally and a pride parade does not give you the or being being there for that, and then also being there for your other mom's wedding.
Because here's the deal. In Russia, they do still have issues with gay folks.
Yeah. Actually, they don't really have issues with them. They just don't care.
Well, but they still have issues.
Right.
Because Putin was very much old school KGB, and old school KGB did not tolerate that.
Oh, they didn't tolerate any of that.
So, I'm just saying.
If you couldn't have a guy actually watch your rear without getting a hard on, you didn't want it. If they can't watch your six without staring at your six, they don't want it. Wow. Anyway,
at its peak, about 26,000 National Guard troops from every U.S. state and territory and territory. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Territories are overseas.
Yeah. Literal.
So think about that.
Water.
Just a moment.
Just a smidge.
They couldn't. It was to a point that they had to drag. They got reservists
for no reason. That's
from like places like Puerto Rico.
No reason.
Guam. Places like that. Why?
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord. I'm sorry. I have to compose myself. 26,000 troops from every state and territory were deployed to Washington to bolster security after a largely pro-Trump mob breached the Capitol, forcing the Congress to temporarily suspend certification of the 2020 election and vacate the building. That's crap. The entire thing was a setup. That entire thing was staged.
They were let in.
Hashtag prove me wrong. Anyway.
Prove me wrong that the security guards did not initially let the guys in.
The shocking incident, which both indirectly and directly contributed to the deaths of 5 individuals, injuries into dozens more, were widely characterized by politicians and media figures as an attempted insurrection.
Just an attempt.
So what? Like, I would argue
It's civilians.
I was going to say, but what doesn't matter, civilians or not. Like, this is supposed to be America. Now, is that the right way to do things? No, but technically in America, this is the one place you should be able to do that. I mean, call me crazy. The end of the Guard's mission at the Capitol comes as Congress debates future plans to fortify with a wall?
Yeah.
The Capitol.
Yep. With a barrier.
Oh, what's the difference? I'll let you let me know that. Consider launching a broad 9/11 style commission to review the events that led to January 6th.
Right. Because that works.
No, a 9/11 style commission. Guys, nothing you're not
Nothing
going to be
came
able
of
to-
the commission.
The only reason why they're considering that is because it's predominantly left leaning and they hate Trump and they want to find anything and everything they can to try and ensure that he doesn't comes back to office.
We had a 9/11 commission about 9/11.
How'd that work out?
Does anyone believe what they said? No. It didn't work out really well, did it? No, it was not good. Most people didn't believe what they said. Most people thought that they were all just trying to cover up shit. So when a government comes out with a commission, 9/11 style, nobody's going to believe it.
Yeah. Last Thursday, House Democrats approved a $1.9 billion fortification plan in a mostly party-line vote, and on Friday approved with 35 Republican votes the formation of the January 6th Commission. Both measures face an uphill battle in a more balanced Senate, which I hope to God is where it dies. Both of them.
Everything.
Because there's no reason why they need to spend $1.9 billion
On a commission.
on a wall when you won't actually secure the border.
That's we kind of need the wall down in the south.
That's a tad more important than...
water.
Because here's the deal. The only reason why people would be causing an actual insurrection is because of the fact that you, as the politicians, are not doing what the people want.
Huh.
You're not listening to the people. Therefore, they're pissed.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Now, is dragging you out and killing you and doing everything like they did Muammar Gaddafi? Is Muammar Gaddafi style of settling this the right way? Absolutely not. But I don't condone it, but I completely understand. And you should understand too, folks. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then by folks, I mean politicians. You need to get your head out of your ass because it's about to be a very bad day for you. A very, very rude awakening. So,
A very rude awakening.
very rude awakening. Oblivion flickering over on Twitter. How many rear admirals can one army have? As many as they need.
That's right.
Nice you say knee also on Twitter. America has a problem with pulling out. This is the reason we've been involved in so many abortions.
James, and quite a bit of content with that exact same idea. You should see the EIC tax break I get every 9 months. Caliber over there on the D Live said, "Nice haircut."
Oh, thank you.
I'm guessing it's yours, not mine.
Yeah, it's not.
Not mine.
Maybe not.
Maybe, I
mean,
don't
your
know.
hair's not cut.
No, it's just
It does need to be, though.
I know it's long. Shut up.
Starting to get the way. I mean, I don't care personally.
No, I do care.
Arguably, actually, I
do care.
Completely, no homo type thing. You do look a bit better with the flow.
Yeah.
Now, I understand not going too much longer. I'm not talking about like mine, but
Yeah.
you look better than that than you do when you whip the sides off and cut the top. Just.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
it's
the way
a little
it
bit
feels.
classier. No, I got that. But like maybe where you're at is the limit.
Like, stop it here.
Yeah.
And just trim it at this point?
So in like a week or two, have somebody just trim it.
Yeah.
That way it stays there.
Just kind of get the bottoms and the edge.
Yeah, definitely use clippers or whatever to get around the ear.
Oh yeah, always.
But other than that, just kind of let it ride.
Oh, I don't know. It's too much hair. See, I get it. I get it. You want me to stop looking like a 12-year-old, basically, is what you're saying. Because every time
I
I
didn't
get my
say that.
Every time I get my hair cut, like my age regresses.
It does.
10 years.
You do go
Some
back
crazy
a little bit.
It's like I don't know how that happens or why it works that way, but that's how it happens. Haircut, age regression. It's nice.
It happens.
It's wonderful how that happens. Also, Caliber over there, over on the D-Lives. Thanks for the ice cream. Ice cream donations instead of remember they do the lemons and stuff like that?
That's right.
Yeah. So ice cream donation is very nice because it's a step up.
Oh, okay. Well, awesome. I'm sorry. I don't. It's everything of that is on his computer.
He doesn't do this.
So like I don't get to see this. So I don't know. I don't know the
Right.
the steps or anything like that. But yes, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate. There you go. I wondered what you.
I don't know. I
doing.
pressed it earlier, but it didn't catch. So
Yeah, that's what she
it's fine.
pressed it earlier.
I keep flicking the button. It didn't work.
Yeah, it happens.
It's normal. She just must not be in the mood.
No, I Chai Point I completely agree.
Yeah.
However, it's not the right way to go.
Shh, not the things.
Again,
I mean, yes.
completely understand. Right there with you. Do not condone.
Yeah.
0 stars. Do not recommend. I'm
Right.
just saying. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yay.
All right, coming back here in just
Okay.
a second. Guy.
That's a snack.
Snack.
This is Defenders Live.
That's awesome.
I love y'all on socials. Y'all are
So good.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so Chai Boy and I had Dylan Miles. I think a little rebar Gaddafi happening might bring a little reality to some officials. And again, just for clarity's sake, I completely understand.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. That would definitely shake some things up. However,
Cannot condone.
I cannot condone. 0 stars, hashtag do not recommend.
That's
not
kinda how it
good.
is. Yeah,
Don't
no,
do that.
Probably bad things.
It needs to be a lot worse, arguably, than what it is now. And don't get me wrong, it's shit now.
Right.
It needs to be worse before we try even remotely crossing that line.
And I have no idea. Like, I didn't know that this thing started, that this has now been a thing.
Your hair?
No, not that, but this. The Nights Who Say Knee at Tin Can. It's all hair talk tonight at the end of the first half of the hour at DOA Show. It's fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Hashtag arm yourselves.
It's a
Hashtag
thing.
Things happen.
Technically, it's
we started with a compliment from a person who was watching.
it's inner. Well, it's also inner. What's the inner network?
Yeah.
So Tin Can Radio is not officially on Mojo. However,
he does do a beautiful review.
yes,
It's like a 3-hour show.
It is a 3-hour show,
But that 3-hour show is literally reviewing the entire week.
yeah, it goes by fast, and he
It's amazing.
doesn't get every show on there because there's
A lot.
boatload of shows,
But he does hit the finer points.
and he hits the most important things that need it, like the most.
Well,
No. Arguably, he does. Like there was, just the first hour, just the first hour of yesterday's show.
yeah.
Which, by the way, Tin Can Radio comes out on Spreaker. You can listen to it anytime it comes out on Sundays. I'm not sure the exact time he drops it, but it's there.
Yeah.
So Spreaker.com. Look for
And then
Tin
you
Can
can also
Radio
look
and
for
you'll
his stuff on the Twitter.
Yeah,
he
you can-
posts it on Twitter afterwards.
Exactly. But the first hour,
Yeah.
not segment, not first 30 minutes, not
First hour.
First hour was 3 different audio files. 3.
Only 3?
Only 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But
big.
that's how, but it was good. Like they intertwined. It was different. It was like 2 different shows, different perspectives. It was good. It's
good.
It's good. That's the kind of stuff you get.
And
so therefore, and the Knights Who Say Knee is a good guy and is trying to help
I know.
boost everybody. And so therefore,
I didn't know that was.
No, I was just
I didn't know that they were calling it out for the guy already.
yeah, no, they've been doing it for a while. I just
I
wanted
know
to
that he
explain.
watches. I know.
I was explaining for
everybody else. Yeah.
You know, for those of you playing at home.
Right. And that's fine. Perfectly fine. I'm
just
good with this.
yeah.
Actually, you know, if you wanted to keep tabs on something like that, you could just like send us a text with a time code. That'd be amazing. And
Because it would be helpful for us too.
Yeah.
Just saying. I mean, we may not have an intern or anything yet to do that socials,
yeah,
but we still have to do the work, and so a little help would be beneficial.
you know, just a little.
So if you happen to find a spot that you
was
think is
significantly
good
funny
or bad or
really bad,
whatever,
like significantly funny for either being good or bad,
you know, you definitely go back to the videos or the podcast or whatever.
Give us a time code.
And, you know, doashow@gmail.com and
that's
be
right.
like,
Hey, this was a good time
or
here.
we're on Facebook at DOA Show. Just,
Hey, this was a good time here.
and we can make it happen and make it pretty. You know?
Yeah, and then we could send that out and you can share it with your friends.
Because I don't know why. But
And then you don't have to do the editing yourself.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
We'll do it, and there you go. We'll do it for you.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Because we care about people.
Anyway, let me ask you a question.
Okay, as long as it's not to eat anything.
No, it's definitely not.
Okay.
Or to drink anything other than coffee
Yeah.
or Jameson.
Coffee's good.
Coffee or Jameson, I will give you, and I know you'll be fine with
All
it.
I've had is coffee, water,
All day?
all day. Oh yeah, but I do have a little bit of milk
Yeah.
before bed.
Okay.
But other than that, it's coffee.
So you're
and
doing
water
good on your diet.
all day, every day. Yeah. Well, I did mess up tonight a little bit. I did have 2 slices of pizza, but I haven't eaten anything since
I've been eating a lot of pizza lately.
noon, and it's one of those. By the time I get home, like I'm gonna have a spoonful of peanut butter and a little thing of milk, and that's what I go to bed
Going
with.
to bed with you. Okay, so here's the question.
Okay.
Because I know you, and I know who you are and how you are.
Okay.
You may now identify with many of these people in Michigan,
In Michigan?
the Michiganders.
I'm not. No, I mean, I've known people from Michigan, and good,
Yeah,
good
right.
people I've
Yes,
met up
okay.
there. But I'm not a northern guy.
I'm saying that you might identify with their plight.
I was
little
gonna
bit.
say,
You know, maybe not identify with the fact that they're
no,
from
because
Michigan.
I don't live up there in the cold. I don't like the cold, therefore I stay away.
Well, yeah.
That's
but,
like,
I mean, they do.
What
have-
other plight do Michigans have other than like, unless you live in Flint?
All right. Fed up
Or
with the
Detroit.
stringent coronavirus restrictions, some residents of a small county in Michigan's Upper Peninsula are reportedly saying that they identify as fully vaccinated.
Oh my God!
Amid
Yes.
new guidances that allow inoculated people to ditch masks in public.
Yes. Oh, that is fantastic. You're right. I do completely identify.
I thought so. All right. See?
That's the only thing we have in common.
That's
but
right.
yes.
There you go. The updated guidance issued last week by the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention, which allows for fully vaccinated individuals to resume activities without wearing masks or physical distancing, has inevitably led to some confusion over the enforcement of masks and social distancing mandates in the public.
I don't think there's any confusion. I don't think there's any confusion at all. These people are done dealing with the crap, and so they said, screw you.
Uh-huh.
That's it. I've
Yes.
been doing this for the past year and a half. I don't understand why everyone else is catching up going, oh my God, this is fantastic. Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes, it is.
And I have no long-term situations that I have to worry about dealing with. Nothing.
Nothing at all. And in a region of the county eager to be finished with the pandemic, some are taking advantage of the uncertainty. Reporter Carrie Ott.
Carrie Ott what?
No. Ott.
Ott what?
Nothing. That's her last name.
Okay.
OTT. Yeah, you know me.
Are you down with OTT?
Yeah, you know me. Public information officer for Luce, McNair, Alger, and Schoolcraft
Wow.
health departments to Michigan Radio said, quote, a lot of people are using the phrase, I identify as fully vaccinated, and taking their mask off. Ott said to the Luce County residents, I'm not kidding. They're not vaccinated, but they're going to take their masks off. In a county of 6,600 people,
Good.
where only 3 have died from the virus, the opportunistic behavior is meeting little resistance from the public.
Well, duh. When only 3 people have died
In
out
the
of
entire
6,000.
Yeah.
Again, don't get me wrong. It's sad to lose life. It truly is.
Right.
Because, thank your lucky stars and God above that you are not part of those 3.
Right. You're not those 3 people.
Having said that,
Uh-huh.
it was 3 people out of 6,600.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So
holy cow.
Yeah.
The fact that they were ever wearing them in the first place, to me, is a shock. I'd have been
That's like 0.03% of a percent.
of a percent. Yeah, of a percent. Like there's a lot of zeros between the decimal and the first
not
full
300.
number.
It's a
Thousandths.
0.05% of a percent. So it's a 0.5% if it was 600. And so you just add an extra, yeah. Okay, so there you go. That's just how it is, and that's how we're doing it. Quote, Ott has been telling the local businesses there's not much they can do beyond making a good faith effort. Quote, we're just repeating what the governor's, what is in the governor's order. We're not asking for people's vaccination cards. We just ask for them to self-attest their vaccination status. And if they say yes, we're telling the businesses, then take them at their word and move forward.
Well, this is America. You should.
Take somebody at their word and keep going unless they're doing something shady. Which, by the way, not wearing a mask is not something shady.
I'm just saying, if it works for everybody else on everything else,
Right.
then why not? Why not this?
Yeah, I know. That's the whole point of it. In the report, writer Kate Wells paraphrased a famous quote from former President Donald Trump to note that that in the Upper Peninsula, it is especially in Luce County, that's Luce.
Yeah.
It can feel at times like, quote, the curve is worse than the cure is worse than the disease, and that is true. It is much worse for them than the disease. The sentiment was echoed by Raymond Mahaffey. Or Chef Ray, as the locals refer to him, who is one of the only 35% of the county who have actually been vaccinated.
Wow.
Ultimately, it all works itself out, he said, expressing that he's not really worried about the virus anymore. And, quote, it's time to let nature take its course.
Amen.
That's how it should have been in the first place. He added that he thinks the lockdown policies affecting schools and businesses have been too high a price to pay for an illness that's not markedly worse than the flu.
Funny. I feel like
We've said this kind of.
We both have said
like pretty
this
often. We've
time
said
or 12.
this. Yeah. I mean, just maybe once or
At
twice.
least once or twice, for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you never know. Quote, can you imagine if they said, okay, we're going to close schools for 3 months and the kids are going to suffer because guess what? Somebody got the flu.
Yeah.
We got little kids in schools that are passive, that are passing the virus around and they're as healthy as they can be, but they test positive. There is no reason for this a year later.
Nope.
With the numbers being so small here, he continued, the restrictions have not been, they've been nothing but politics. It's been crazy, and we can't wait to get it over with.
Amen.
Amen.
I have no desire to go to Michigan because it is just too damn cold up there.
Right.
For me.
And it's Michigan.
But good on y'all out there in Luce County. I'm very
Get going
proud of
down
you.
there.
I am so proud of you.
Good job.
Because it makes me happy.
I know, right? It's a good thing.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Corfy.
Corfy.
Came up quick.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God it didn't taste like durian fruit.
Yeah, or
Ugh.
the Malorts.
That took a day to get rid of.
Did it really for you?
Almost.
Okay, so side note, Malort changed the smell of the outbound
Oh no.
of the outbound liquid.
Oh no.
If you didn't notice it,
I didn't.
I did immediately. Immediately.
I might, if I had thought about it, I might have attributed it to it, but I didn't pay attention.
No, it was the same smell.
Oh, see, I didn't pay attention.
It was an additional. It was like in addition to whatever the same like herbs smell.
Which is a bit of irony when you think about it. You're calling it the tannins were the
same
the
herbals.
tannins lasted through the same
The same herbals lasted throughout the entirety of it, of the process of digestion.
It's a hell of a journey.
And they lasted, which means I don't like no.
Which means we probably shouldn't have put it in our body.
Probably so.
Just in the first place. It's like, oh, no.
And I was such a good friend, not only to you, but to other people, that I tried it again with another person so that they would have it. Yeah. Oh, and the wife tried a sip.
Nasty as hell, isn't it?
That was a sip.
Oh, now she's going to argue with you about it.
Yeah, she's going to argue.
Regardless.
No,
It was nasty as hell.
You and
wasn't it?
we had a shot, right? And then with her and the other person, I just like dribbled a little bit into a cup. It was a dribble. It was barely a sip.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's not worth it.
It's either Malort or Chinese water torture. Which do you want?
I'll take the water torture right now. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. I'll take the Malort over water torture.
Why?
How much do I have to drink of the Malort?
Oh, if you want to play that game.
Yeah. How much do I have to drink of the Malort?
Like, it would have to be a whole bottle.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But how long are we doing the water torture for?
I don't know.
If it's a whole bottle of Malort, how long is the water torture?
Until you go insane and.
Oh, then I'll take the Malort. I really don't want to go insane from a drip of water and have my head slowly cave itself in.
I don't know. Could be fun.
Yeah. No.
Think of all the cool hats you could wear.
No, they drip it on your forehead.
No, it doesn't matter where it drips. It drips on you anywhere.
Yeah.
And just be consistent. It'll drive you nuts.
Not only drive you nuts, but it'll also bore a hole through your body.
Yeah, it's.
Starting as an indent.
I hope you don't have that sweet spot no more. Let's see.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Looking at Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter, another way to look at it, what if your daycare provider closed every time somebody got lice?
Then they'd always be
That
closed.
spreads way worse and way faster.
Then they'd always be closed. They'd always be closed.
I could say that the daycare provider for my kid has not had any problems with that.
Oh, you really?
Nope. The most they did run into was one person, one of the teachers had actually tested allegedly positive for COVID. And so they had to shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah, whatever.
That was it. No
Whatever.
big deal.
They shut down for 2 weeks and get back up.
Anyway.
Up again.
Police last month had said that there was a white high school student who said that she was falsely accused of sending racist messages. Was not a suspect in a headline-grabbing incident, which the superintendent of White Bear Lake area schools in Minnesota had referred to as a hoax. Now, it turns out, according to police reports, that it were obtained through a public records request by the College Fix. The school has stated that a, quote, person of color, end quote, created the Instagram account for which the racist messages were sent.
So it's another person of a specific color
Trying to
make it seem like another person was racist.
Of another color.
Was racist.
Towards the person of that first color. Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. This is almost as bad of a story as I say, and I say bad from the angle of we already know how this is panning out. This is the same thing as every time I sit there and say, oh, look, an Asian's been beaten up. Does anybody have any qualms? And this is
Do you have any question of who actually beat up the Asian?
And the bad part is this is not a sound of being racial. It's a fact.
Yeah.
You have video. You see it.
It is evidenced.
It's not racist. It's true.
Well,
That's a fact.
I mean, you can still say that it's racist, but it is
What
still also
the one
true.
person is doing to the other person? Yes,
Yes.
that's racist.
And you know what's also
me
racist?
saying that only those people currently are the ones getting in trouble. That's the same thing as everybody else saying that only white people are serial killers or not serial killers. Yeah, just
White men, yeah.
like shooters.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, they are.
It's very true. It's not.
It
It's not
doesn't make
racist
it
to say
right.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make any of us on that side happy, but it's a fact.
Right. It's honest.
Does that mean that only white people do, mass shootings? No.
No, but on a fair note,
They do.
they do a lot.
They kind of hold the record at this point.
Nobody else has stepped up to the plate yet. I'm just saying.
No, they don't.
Well, are we talking about only in America?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not talking about. I don't,
Oh, okay.
Nobody else outside of the borders don't count. That's not fair.
I'm just making sure that we're only talking about America because there's definitely serial murderers and shooters and stuff like that from different countries that are way outside of the border of what we do.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about here.
Okay,
I'm going to be
here in
real for
America.
here.
This in America. Okay.
Because only in America. That's how this all works.
Yeah.
White Bear Lake area high school students walked out of school on the morning of April 9th in protest over racist threats sent to several black students from an anonymous Instagram account. That according to the Pioneer Press.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh, just for clarity, one of the message contained death threats and repeatedly used the N-word.
Okay. All right. So, an anonymous Instagram account suddenly pops up out of nowhere and starts attacking verbally, basically,
And death threats.
through word,
Huh?
attacks several black students.
Yes. That's what happened.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we're clarified at this point.
Yep. The paper reported in a follow-up story that a female student soon took responsibility for sending the messages. And the superintendent, Wayne Krasinskiak, I'm sorry. Took me a second. That's what I'm going with. Said in a letter that the messages were, quote, a hoax sent under false pretense, end quote. He also added that the student, quote, poses no threat to students of color.
All of this is probably true. I wonder if his name is not like Kashmir.
Yeah, but I mean, it ends
know,
with an ack, though. So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Kashmir ack.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
No, it probably is something weird. Like
probably
that.
Wayne Kashmir. He calls himself Wayne Kashmir.
He probably.
What's your Kashmir's yak?
He's
Nobody wants to call themselves by their full last name if their last name is Kazmierzak.
Yeah, I can see that. He probably when he was trying to pick up chicks into the hello.
I'm Wayne Kashmir.
My name is just call me Wayne Kashmir.
Just call me Kashmir.
But the paper said that Kashmir soon penned a separate letter saying that he regretted using the word hoax and didn't mean to, quote, minimize the impact that racism and racist acts has on students and families who have been marginalized throughout history and in White Bear Lake area schools, end quote. This is in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Right? Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm not saying that there may or may not be an issue with that. There's racism and bigotry and all kinds of stuff. People act like jerks. They're human. You're going to do it. Happens everywhere. But there's something about the you're going to. I don't think when I okay look when someone says the word Minnesota. Racism and racist acts are kind of the last thing I think of, primarily because of the fact that it's so damn cold up there. Like it's kind of hard to.
It's really cold.
It's really hard to burn a cross in someone's yard at 40 below.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Kind of hard.
Again, it's. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen there. It can't happen there. It probably has and probably does. But no.
No?
Not in Minnesota. They sit there and do like, well, we're going to marginalize people in the Bear Lake school area or area schools.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Come on,
Cashmere, tell me how many people are marginalized.
Come on, Slick.
Excuse me. And truly marginalized. Not this pandering crap that everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to know. Thank you.
My wife is the one that did it. I didn't
know.
even do
I
it.
was waiting, and I hear her do it from over there.
That's awesome. See, that's how. That's when you know.
That's when you know you did it right.
I did the right thing. Like I did the right thing. My wife is in on the joke.
Yeah, probably no one heard her.
It doesn't matter.
But it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Nobody heard her because she was really quiet over there in the corner.
Yeah.
But
Just saying.
she's in on the joke.
The superintendent also said he would recommend expulsion of the culprit due to violation of the district's bullying and harassment policies. That, according to the Pioneer Press. But at the time, police would not comment on the race of the student responsible for the messages, and the school district didn't respond to any other inquiries about the race of the student behind said messages.
Huh.
So after all of these threats, we're going to get them, and they deserve all this, and yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But Ellen Hineker, White Bear Lake's city manager, said in a statement, which appears to have been taken down, but can still be viewed at the Internet Archive because the Internet is forever.
Don't you know this?
That the quote-unquote juvenile female who created the anonymous Instagram account did so, quote, to raise awareness of social and racial injustice due to past incidents that occurred at the school.
What?
End quote.
Okay. Bull crap.
Like what?
Like what?
Like, if you can't sit here, I can. All right, look.
Uh-huh.
If you make a claim about something,
yes,
maybe a preference on your part,
sure, yeah, okay, yeah.
or something that you're trying to send off as fact, something,
right,
whatever.
Right.
You
whatever factual, yeah.
You need to follow that up with a little bit of proof. And I would mean, at the very least, give an example to whence you are referring.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Because I know for a fact
yeah,
that there is a situation, and I'm not going into any details beyond what I'm about to say because I'm not giving this person credit.
Okay.
But I know that there is a person who's actively talking junk about us.
Or was, at least, for a while.
No.
Are they still?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That person has given us a lot of added benefit
I know.
to that, so
I know. You know what?
I'm fine with this.
Dana Lash actually makes money off of it. We may have to start doing it with this one as well.
Yeah.
But the thing is when presented with it, all said person can say is, this sucks. They suck. No. And there's no
There's no reasoning. There's no validation. There's no pressure. No point.
This point I don't like you because blank.
I just don't like you.
Or
okay.
but that's what I'm saying. You don't come out and actually say that. That's the same thing with this. You don't sit here and just kind of go, well, trying to raise awareness of social justice and incidents that occurred at the school. What incidences?
Which incidences this is?
Because I'm pretty sure that the normal city, a normal population, if they see that this thing happened at said school, then they would also join you in your anger and frustration at said event. Therefore, you would need to raise awareness.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, see, here's the problem. That entire statement is useless because as it continues on... The person who was accused by another person who had screenshots. And that person who had screenshots was a black girl. And that black girl is accusing a white girl of the one being racist.
But it was really a black person that was being the racist.
Yeah, as they go along down everything, Yeah, happened to obtain the records. It was a black person that created the Instagram account.
Too bad Wayne Cashmere stuck his foot in his mouth and said, "Oh, that person should be expelled. We should bring the hammer down. Bring down the hammer."
You know, you're right. You should.
You should.
You should. Because
know what
that person is
You know
terrible.
what would make that decision a whole lot easier and smoother is a little bit of APR or coffee in his cup.
Oh, yeah. American Pride Roasters?
Yes, AmericanPrideRoasters.com is where you go to get historically great coffee. Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth. It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Go to our website, doaeshow.com. That is doaeshow.com. Check out everything going on over there, all the archives and
Posts.
posts. Yeah, no, what? I never said archives.
Oh.
Yeah, that's wrong one. Mojo50 is what you think of the other hosts and shows. And
Yep.
Mojo50.com is where you go to check out those guys. You can follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag #ArmYourselves and Mojo50. Reading everything live. We still got a whole nother hour to go.
We'll be there.
So we'll be right back.
Yay, Ron fixed it. Anyway. Ooh, coffee? Coffee? Because I want coffee. You want coffee?
Sure.
I'm going to have a coffee.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the coffee. I will do that. I will do that and take the coffee. I will take the coffee from you. You and me and you, both of us together. Chaos Boundary Shapers Portal. Wow. Just don't have anything like important in there. Oh well, you're screwed.
It's dead.
Well, that's fine. That's not a big deal.
Oh, I'm done. Never mind.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was looking at my stuff. I got time for a game.
No, you don't.
I can shut off in a moment.
You don't have no time for the. You have no time.
Look at the snake.
A snack.
Look at the snake.
A snack.
Flipper little snake. Of course, it's nice you say you need to catch that. At least when I talking joke about you, I tag you.
Yeah, well, that's the point. We're not talking about you, sir.
Or are we?
No, we're not.
Oh,
We're not. We're really not. It's not.
That's fine.
You're fine. It's okay.
Stop worrying.
Yep.
It was working.
It did work.
Oh, I can't do that anyway. Daggone it. I have to end it.
Duh.
Well, no, that's not why. I wasn't worried about that. So I had added stuff to it to make it a bigger one because of a certain style I was doing.
Uh-huh.
And now I have to bring it back down to where it was because right now it's all jumbled and full. And
It's all ginormous, man.
it's all big and good.
Good.
Good. All right. It's all right. It's okay. I'm going to make it here anyway.
All right. Okay. Random sounds. What?
So, your new phone is a PETA.
Like, kind of like a pizza.
Okay, I got it. I haven't had enough coffee.
Yeah, obviously, there's more.
No, I know. I'm about
Yeah.
to enjoy it.
Yeah. Disembodied voices.
Oh, you might want to change that
Change what?
from just a D Live.
Oh, I haven't said anything. That's just a.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you decide to respond.
Oh, yeah, I will. No worries.
Actually, I was a jerk when I did it before. I just did everybody all at once, whether they were responded or not.
This is a straight restream on everything.
Yeah.
That's fine. Works too.
It adds comments to everything.
Everything is more comments.
Everything is all.
And nobody knows what you're talking about.
Nope.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
Coffee's good.
Coffee is good.
It is very good.
It is so very good.
It makes my heart smile.
Yes. Yeah.
This doesn't, though. Prosecutor said a Brooklyn man accused of beating up a Jewish man in a hate attack in Midtown Manhattan last week.
Uh-huh.
I hate the whole hated.
Yeah. I got to continue on. Continue. Yeah, it's fine. All right, we got you.
No, but
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
In which he allegedly called the victim a dirty Jew, quote unquote.
Yep.
Declared from his jail cell that he would, quote, do it again, end quote.
Yep.
That according to the New York Post. The question I'm wondering,
Now,
though,
before you move on,
when,
with that,
I was going to ask, though,
Yeah.
when he said he would do it again, what would he do again? Call him a dirty Jew or beat him up?
beat him up. Probably kill him, actually.
But he would never say dirty Jew again.
Yes, he would.
Well, that's what I asked. I was like, is it one or both or whatever? So
Yeah. So, I before I even when I pulled up the story, it had a picture, and I could tell based upon the picture, where this guy came from or family lineage.
So you're profiling.
Yes. I profiled directly from a picture of family lineage.
So you drew assumptions.
No, because his name pretty much confirmed it.
So you're a racist.
No, because this is what you're supposed to do.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
The Post said that Wasim Awaded,
Sorry, what was that?
Wasim Awaded,
Oh, okay.
who is 23, was held on a $10,000 bail in connection with Thursday's attack and is accused of punching, kicking, and pepper spraying 29-year-old Joseph Borgen, as well as beating the victim with crutches.
Were there was the victim's crutches?
I was going to ask, whose crutches were they?
Did you just randomly steal somebody's crutches to beat this guy with? Do you carry around a crutch just to beat people?
I was just thinking, like, I could imagine downtown Manhattan.
Carrying a crutch?
Or Midtown, I'm sorry. It's not downtown, it's Midtown.
Midtown.
So there's some guy getting his ass kicked on the sidewalk. Some
With a
guy
crutch.
screaming dirty Jew and some people walking by on crutches and the guy just snatching it and going, not whack, and then just start beating the snot out
Beating
of him
him with a
more.
crutch.
Wow.
That's wow, that's a bit much. I'm just saying that's a bit much.
Yeah. Quote, if I could do it again, I would do it again. End quote. That was Awade told one of his jailers, according to a prosecutor, at the suspect's Saturday arraignment in Manhattan's criminal court. Quote, I have no problem doing it again. End quote.
So you haven't learned from your mistake.
Yeah. I don't think...
To him, it's not a mistake.
It's now to say it's not a mistake from him.
Yeah,
It's just,
it's not a mistake to him. It is a fact of life. See, this guy has been, I don't know,
a troublemaker?
Yeah, probably. And he's of the fighting age.
Yeah, a little bit.
23, you know. He's
yeah.
right prime military age.
He is.
He also is part of a group of people that see another group of people as some people that they have to kill.
Now, hold on. Now, hold on.
Lesser than human.
Now, how do you come to that? How do you come to that? Like, I agree with the statistical setup for all of it.
Wasim Awade.
Yeah, so? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that with a name like Wasim
Awadi?
Awadi,
Yeah.
that he couldn't come from someplace like, I don't know, Biloxi?
I mean, he could have, but not from
No,
a normal family in Biloxi.
But that's what I'm saying. So why would you say
Uh-huh.
that's you're attributing it to a family situation, not
No, not just a family situation. I'm talking about a culture situation.
But yeah, but I was going to say it's a culture thing, and it's not.
This is the same idea, the same exact idea of, hey, guess what? Another Asian's been beat up. I wonder who did it.
So you're saying this is apples and apples?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely.
This is apples and apples, buddy.
As according to the rest from the Post, the attack was unprovoked, according to said prosecutors, who told the judge Catherine Peak on that Borgen was walking near Broadway and West 49th Street when Awadi, quote, jumped him and attacked him, end quote.
Okay.
Awadi, who has at least one open case in Brooklyn for allegedly speeding and running a red light in March, was charged with assault as a hate crime, gang assault, menacing aggravated harassment, as a hate crime and criminal possession of a weapon, according to police. I drove through New York in
It's
Manhattan.
pretty easy to get one running through a red light and speeding.
I couldn't. I don't know how. I couldn't.
You couldn't there?
No.
Maybe it was on a deserted road in the middle of the night.
It might. I don't know when it was, but like I couldn't do it. Not in.
It was on a dark desert
Not in
highway.
Brooklyn.
Well, it may not have been like. Well, yeah. Okay. The open case was in Brooklyn, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
it was on a
I
side
mean, I'm not
street.
saying it can't.
It could have been a side street.
It could have been, but I couldn't. Like I was saying, I didn't run into the situation because there's too many cars. The roads are a lot narrower than what I'm used to.
Very true.
I was more worried about ripping someone's side mirror off.
Which
Or
funny
mine.
Enough, funny enough, you won't do it, but it just feels like it.
Yeah.
Feels
Nowadays,
really tight.
yeah, because most of them bend in or
Yeah.
swing. So
Really tight.
I don't know. The Manhattan Assistant District Attorney told Paik that the attack was a hate crime and said Awadi called Borgen a quote-unquote dirty Jew and said, quote, F Israel, Hamas is going to kill all of you.
Okay, now that he's continued on with his phrasing, can we go back to the fact that, he's from a culture and a generation of people and a population of people that have systemically wanted to exterminate all of the Jews?
Okay, maybe he's from Portland. Just saying. I'm just saying. He could have come with an attitude like that. He probably came from Portland. That's more believable.
Yeah.
Not Biloxi. But friends of Awadi, who refused to give their names, wonder why that happened, claimed that Awadi was attacked first.
By a... No. Stop it. Stop it.
I don't know.
One, they will not stand by their statement. And the reason why they will not stand by their statement is because...
They didn't give their name.
That's right. It's literally just, hey, these guys, anonymous people on Twitter say this.
Quote, they picked somebody that was weak, that was on crutches, end quote. One of them told the paper. So I guess Awadi was the one on crutches.
That's the victim.
I could totally see him starting something. He looks like a troublemaker. Look at him.
Yeah, look at him with his curly hair and the curly pump in the front and his buck teeth.
No, I was talking about the fact that, look at his yarmulke.
Okay, what about it?
What?
It's his yarmulke is powder blue.
Yeah, you don't wear it. That's the wrong color for a ramekin.
A ramekin?
Yeah.
That is a wrong color for a ramekin. You're right.
It's the wrong color for a yarmulke.
We have people that are like Jewish that listen to us.
I know. It's called poking the bear. I know
Okay,
what the hell I'm
just
doing.
making sure we're good here.
You don't have to ruin the joke by just kind of throwing that out there as a subtext. No, I get but you do. If we don't. Never mind. You look at the picture of this kid. This is the kid, honestly, and far be it for me to judge the level of one's intelligence.
He does
because
not look
I'm
smart.
not. Well, I was gonna say, but he doesn't look that bright. And if he is like a bright, but he doesn't look like a kid who goes around trying to start fights. He's not somebody who's gonna pick on someone else.
Now, this is a terrible picture of the kid, okay?
and I get that. I
this
get all that.
is a
No, no, no,
terrible
no, no.
picture of the kid.
I agree with all that. But based off the picture that they have right here for all of this to see, this kid didn't do anything. If he did, he is a maniacal little bastard.
Right.
Period.
Like,
because
yeah.
just his entire aura, I don't believe in auras, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the entire idea about him.
Thank you. That's it. The idea of him.
The visage he gives off.
Yeah. Like if you had him and one other person coming at you in any alley at any given moment, you're not going to be worried about him.
No.
I promise you that.
Unless the guy that you're worried about points to him and say, "Your turn, bud."
Yeah. Well, again, and he doesn't look like a very bright individual. I go, yeah. He doesn't look like a bright individual, but he also looks like he's one who would get upset if his science project doesn't do above a C.
Right.
He does.
Yeah, he looks like he's more concerned about the fact that he did not study for arithmetic.
Yes.
Than the fact that he was, going to go beat some kid up later.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: the difference between him and this guy,
Day and night.
day and freaking night. Okay.
Because here's the deal.
23 years old, has almost as good of a beard as Dylan does.
Almost. He's not
Almost
close.
I mean, it is fully formed.
That's it.
That is a fully formed beard, sir.
Yeah, but that's it.
23-year-old, built, like he's fit. He's physically fit.
Yeah.
He's not. He doesn't look like super strong, but he's physically fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he could run a mile.
Well, and here's the thing.
He could run a mile in 8.
Here's the deal. If two things. One, if he didn't do this, if all of his friends who are obviously not naming themselves because they know they're lying,
Right.
if this guy didn't do it, then why would he be sitting there saying that he did it and would do it again?
I did it, and I'll do it again.
Okay? If you didn't do it,
Then why would you do it?
Why would you be? Did you see the level of pride in his
In his
look at
face?
not the pride. Look at the defiance on him. The entire
Obstinance,
body,
defiance, yeah.
the whole time he's
And
walking.
the fact that his shirt says Palestine on it,
yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
that means nothing. Like his shirt says Palestine. He's walking in straight defiance, looking at what I'm guessing is the Jew that he just pummeled
I don't know.
on the ground.
It could be.
Uh,
I don't know.
And then you got the kid who just literally looks like a little scared, beat up mouse. Honestly, like comparatively, mouse, lion, like straight up.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
This is a mouse lion scenario here.
Absolutely. It's incredible. And then they're going to turn around and go, well, he turned around and did it. Especially when the kid was the one that walks away with like actual, injuries.
Yeah, being beat with crutches.
Yeah.
How did it?
And pepper
All right,
sprayed.
I really need to know who had the crutches. Like who had the crutches? They didn't point that out. Where did they find
Because
crutches?
again, the picture of the guy that being arrested, the suspect, he was being led away without crutches.
That's right. So he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, so it couldn't have been his crutches.
Right.
So whose crutches did he use?
Whose crutches did you use, man? I want to know. Inquiring minds. There were crutches just lying on the floor?
Get that. So with all the stuff that has been said about him, it says up there that Awadi is enrolled in college and isn't a flight risk, according to his attorney. Adding that Awadi didn't enter a plea.
Right.
So there you go. That's just so sad, dude. Just it's a tale as old as time.
Actually, it has. It is. It is. Literally.
I know. When will my reflection show?
Wow. 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 What is that?
That was never mind.
Wow.
I almost called somebody out that had no deserving of being called out, but if I did, you would laugh because you would agree and think it was funny.
Probably. So speaking of the one thing that this kid might have been scared that his parents found out about, parents and students of an elite $47,000 a year private school in New York are shocked and mortified about the porn literacy class that was added to the curriculum without their knowledge.
You know that sucker got full quick.
Yes, sir. The risque course for juniors
Oh, it's a little bit more than rough guy.
at Manhattan's prestigious Columbia Grammar and Prep School
Wow.
introduced teens to adult-themed topics such as kink and BDSM. Are you okay? You're right?
I'm good.
You're good. All right. Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School on the Upper West Side was founded in 1764 and is the oldest non-sectarian independent school in New York City. In 2015, the Business Insider named the institute as one of the 9 most elite prep schools in New York. Former President Donald Trump's son, Barron, attended this school. Now, the school is being condemned for new porn literacy class that some say is indoctrinating kids. I'm going to tell you this. It's a private school. I can't complain about this at all because it's a private school. They pay for it with their own money. The people that want their kids to go there pay for it with their own money.
Oh no, I'm there with you on that one.
The kids don't have to take the kink class.
Here's the problem I'm having with this though.
Yeah.
Is this is the part that they're pissed off about. These people that send
Not
these
the
kids
$47,000 that they have to pay.
Well, I was gonna say that's another good one too. Not the $47,000 a year they pay per child,
right.
but this whole porn literacy kink thing that's what you're upset about. Mm-hmm. That is happening in this school, not the music that they listen to, not the shows that they watch, not the other things that they end up.
Not what they talk about, not what they actually do on a physical basis.
Yeah, not any of the actual stuff surrounding your child on a daily basis that you just kind of go, oh yeah, no way, he's just playing a game, or he's just watching a movie, or he's just listening to music.
No,
none of that.
No.
It's the fact that because it costs you $47,000 a year, now you're gonna pay. Now you're gonna pay attention.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be upset.
I got a point to make here with this. Just a small point.
Sure.
Here. Just a little tiny point.
Sure.
Okay. It's just pinprick.
Sure.
I was once in high school.
I was too.
Yep. And when I was in high school, and a junior at that,
Okay.
the freshmen coming into school would be having open conversations
About doing the dudes.
about the sex that they had had for the past 2 years. Since 7th grade, these kids have been having sex or fiddling around or doing other things and whatever and whatnot. And I'm talking about these kids are still shooting blanks. The boys hadn't even, hit a growth spurt yet. And they're fiddling around and doing stuff like, okay, yeah, you need to wait on the hormones, kid, just a little bit longer.
Just a tad
Just
longer.
have a little bit more self-control, okay? Just a hair, just a teeny tiny bit. But your problem is the fact that you paid $47,000 per kid, and now they're teaching one class on pornography.
That's incredible.
Which, you know what? It's a private school. I can't complain about it because, one, I'm never going to have my kids go to that school. I'm never going to live in New York City.
No.
I'm never going to. But I tell you what, if the public school has this curriculum eventually installed.
Well, I was going to say, and if this is a private school, you can imagine what they're teaching their kids in public school that people don't pay attention to or don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've just now installed mostly the critical race theory and everything else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
So they're going through. But students aged between 16 and 17 attend a health and sexuality workshop, which most believed would be a sex ed class. Instead, the teens were educated on everything about porn.
Oh, good.
Which is a sex ed class, by the way. That is technically sex ed.
Not the best. No, I mean,
Not the best references.
No,
it's very
not.
over-exaggerated.
Way over-exaggerated.
Incredibly over-exaggerated and rather stupid.
Yeah.
Instead, the teens were educated on everything porn. Like I said, the course, which was officially titled Pornography Literacy, an intersectional focus on mainstream porn, featured a list of the most searched porn terms in 2019.
I'm pretty sure you could just Google that. Like, it doesn't make you going to porn
That
sites.
shouldn't be a literacy rate there. One, nobody looks at porn to read.
No,
Not
not even
gonna be-
subtitles.
Nope. They don't care about the subtitles.
No.
Actually, they don't care about what language it's in.
No, they don't.
It's not a thing. The often explicit slide presentation,
Nah, I see what you did there.
thank you, and lectures by Font, the teacher.
You mean Fonte?
Font.
Okay.
Fonty. And lectures by Fonty to the 120 boys and girls included lessons on how porn takes care of 3 big male vulnerabilities.
Okay.
Statistics on the orgasm gap, showing straight women have far fewer orgasms with their partners than gay men or women, and photos of partially nude women, some in bondage, to analyze, quote, what is porn and what is art, according to the New York Post.
This is incredible because you know what that little bit says?
Uh-huh.
Like one,
Yeah.
I would love to know what the 3 big male vulnerabilities are. Just for curiosity's sake. Because I'm like, where do you take?
Where are you going with this?
But, okay.
Where are we going here?
Statistics on the orgasm gap showing that straight women have far fewer orgasms than their partners. What
with
does
their partners than gay men or women, yeah.
What does that say?
Don't be straight.
There you go.
Yeah.
It'll keep on. It
Fool around.
enforces that. But did they tell you why? No. A lot of reasons is because the guys just are
Don't
kind
know.
of, they're douchey.
The guys don't know. Okay, no, here's the thing. One,
You have douchey guys who just don't
douchey
care.
guys. 2,
The guy doesn't know.
he does not know.
You didn't say anything.
and you're faking it.
And you're too scared to hurt his feelings.
Right. 3, women don't communicate very well in the bedroom.
Well, that kind of goes inside with 2.
No.
Because he doesn't know.
But this is a separate thing. He doesn't know, and they're faking it. And then 3,
They don't
communicate. Okay.
Okay.
They don't honestly communicate.
Yeah.
And 4, straight women tend to have the least knowledge about what helps them get there than any other thing.
Any other one.
Yeah.
Because most of the other ones are so rebellious, they kind of have been
They've done
experimenting
everything.
for a long
Yeah,
time.
they've experimented.
a lot longer.
Right. And men are just men, and it takes nothing.
We're easy.
Very. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that whole thing just
So we've just broke. There's the entire course.
yeah.
There's
No,
the entire course. Women communicate more.
that's it. Ta-da! Congratulations.
In bed.
Hey, and then we didn't have any. Well,
Well-
we communicate all the time. No, but communicate better. There you go. There's the course that we just did it, and we didn't charge you $47,000 a year, and
Be honest.
there was no naked pictures.
Right. Be honest. Tell your man exactly what you want. If you're in a relationship with a man, tell him exactly what you want. Exactly what you want.
I used to say, Nee over on Twitter, does this story about porn literacy class lead into a hot for teacher story?
No, no, it doesn't. But on the topics taught to the teens and boys,
Wait a minute. Did you say taught?
Yeah, taught.
That's okay, because I swear there was a.
On the topics taught to the teen girls and boys in the course was the marketability of OnlyFans, which is a subscription app that sells, adult nudes and explicit images and videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the porn class was taught by Justin Ang Funty.
Justine. I bet that's a Justine.
Justine.
Justine Onfanta.
The director of health and wellness at another elite prep school, Dalton.
Oh my God.
Fonta website boasts that she has, quote, reveled in disrupting health education for 10 years.
Oh, so for 10 years you have been completely screwing our children over.
And probably
No pun intended.
And probably screwing our children. Quote,
No. I bet you it wasn't like anything actual physical, but the fact of the matter is that you knowingly can sit there and go, yeah, no, I am completely happy of the fact that I am subjecting your children to things that they should not be subjected to at this age.
without your approval.
If you, as a parent, approve it at that age, you don't need to be a parent.
Well, 16 and 17.
No.
I'm not saying that it's appropriate.
That's what I'm saying. Like a parent
I'm saying that they're already doing it.
I got that, but a parent should be involved. I know I'm being a little a little unrealistic,
Sorry.
but by God, you need to try a little bit harder because this is crap. Period.
Yeah. Try a little harder. I'm not saying that we don't know what's going on in Portland. I'm just saying that you're probably right. We don't know what's going on. Actually, I will respond to that.
You will?
I will.
Okay. I was just going to let it ride, but
No.
whatever.
I'm going to respond to that because it makes sense that, people think that it's dangerous, but it's really not. It's a conversation that needs to happen for adults.
Oh, yeah, that's just good communication.
Yeah, but that's a conversation that has to happen with adults.
Because if you don't, then
Right.
things go south.
Right. And
Real
not in a good
bad.
way.
Keep your hands off my Charlie horse.
Coffee.
Oh my. It's a lot of carrots.
That's a big carrot hole right there. What a lot of carrot there.
I want to.
This is Defenders Live.
The nicest say knee over there on the Twitters. Guys, this discussion about women's faults in the bedroom is very dangerous with your ladies in the room. If you're not honest with your ladies and your ladies aren't honest with you, then that is dangerous, sir. That is very dangerous. Because I'm going to tell you this. As a man, men are stupid.
Yes.
We do not know how you feel, ladies. We have no idea. And I'm talking about whether it's emotional or physical. We don't know how it feels. We don't know. We got no clue. Absolutely none. Faking it to make us feel better only makes us feel better. Doesn't help you any.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm letting you know.
No.
This is the thing. I don't know.
Communication
I
is
don't know.
key.
If you literally don't say no to the right or to the left, I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. And you know what? What happens, happens. And when I'm done at that point. Because I don't know what's going to make you feel better. As a guy, I can't feel it. I'm not a mind reader. I can't read your emotions. And you lie in bed.
I feel like this entire time you should have been talking like Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
No, Dr. Ruth, the sex lady.
Oh, yeah. No.
I can't even do her voice.
No, I can't do her voice.
Is that very old and
Yeah, it's the very old decrepit old lady.
German?
The
Actually,
very old-
she's Austrian.
Yeah.
I think she's
Old
Austrian.
Austrian woman that talks about sex all the time. I'm just saying, ladies, Try it. Actually be honest about what you want. And see how he works. And then maybe,
You gotta stop.
I'm just saying,
You gotta
maybe,
stop.
maybe at that point, you might feel a little bit more fulfilled
Fulfilled?
with that. And it won't seem like he's just dumping and running.
I still right.
You're not. I know you're not going to continue on with the conversation. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
I just want to. It got to be out there.
Oddly enough, when it comes to like serious, sex
Discussions
talk
about this,
conversations,
yeah,
I check out.
Yeah. You.
There's something
you clam up quite a bit.
There's
that homeschooling still kind of kicks out on you.
I was gonna say for my, how would you describe me?
You're an extrovert for the most part.
No, I'm absolutely an
Yeah,
extrovert.
yeah, you are,
I
you
will
are.
talk. I talk to drywall if
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. Well, that's
long as I
just,
can-
that's just because you need to talk.
I was gonna say I'll talk to drywall as long as it'll echo back. I'm happy.
Yeah. Right.
He
or something.
No, but like I'm very much an extrovert. But I mean, like
There are taboo
I
subjects that you just can't
exude
touch.
kind of I don't know what you would call it. I've been referred to as a teddy bear from the angle of appears big and ferocious, and yet to the other side is gentle,
Cuddly and gently.
squeezably soft.
Yeah. Right. Charmin.
But yeah, for some reason, when it comes to talking about sex like that, like
I get it. I get you.
I don't
see you.
blush anymore. I don't think,
No, you didn't blush.
but it's at this. I still have that awkward.
You just kind of back away a bit.
Just
Let the conversation finish, and then we can continue on. Okay,
Exactly.
thank you.
I'm just in my own little world right here, and I
You're
will.
just gonna keep on going with whatever you're doing. That's fine. That's fine. Heart emoji slug over there on the Twitter is at Stephen Airy. Men are stupid. Every woman in America. No duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
But you act like we're not.
That's actually very true. Every one of them is surprised that they're.
You're surprised that we don't know how it feels. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, no, not just that. Like they're surprised when they find out like men are stupid.
Really? Are you really surprised? You're the first people to tell us that we're stupid.
Yeah, and then they turn around and go, "Well, no, I love him."
It's like you guys are so dense. It's like, yeah,
We know.
remember that.
We know that.
We know this.
You're the one not paying attention.
You're the one coming at us with all this stuff and saying nothing.
No, I can change him.
No, you can't. We're dense. All right.
We're simple.
You want to change? Okay.
That's the weirdest
Actually,
part.
you know the thing is, if you do want to change a guy, it is a very simple process.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you tie him to the
No.
support beam
no,
on the bottom of the
because you're not
garage?
actually changing the guy.
Oh.
You're not actually changing the guy. It is literally about being completely direct and honest.
Yeah.
That is all it is. Be as direct and as honest as possible at all times,
Yeah.
no matter what it is. And you're fine. And you'll be good. It's okay. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Woman starts complaining.
Mm-hmm.
She starts talking about her day, starts talking about everything that happened. You haven't even had a chance to sit down, but she's going at you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything going through.
Mm-hmm.
What is your initial thought?
What can I do to fix it?
Yep. Women, if you don't want that thought to go through the guy's head, or at least you don't want him to act on that thought, and all you want is for somebody just to talk
To
at.
listen? Yeah.
You want somebody to talk at. No problem. Say, you're going to want to fix this, but I just need you to listen. And he'll check out,
But you'll be listened to.
but you'll be listened to. It'll be the like he can even stare directly at you, and he'll hear the words, and he'll listen, but he will never respond back because you've already told him what you want.
Yeah. And
You tell us what you want,
we're
we're all we're doing is trying to guess on what you want.
again,
That's it.
we're not complex at people. Like
We're
guys
dumb.
are not complex. Even our complexity is shallow. Like it doesn't take a lot.
You can break it, I promise.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
The nights you say knee over on Twitter. I think think of yourself as a brain-damaged mule, lost in a desert, helpless, dumb, and in constant need of direction. Never take the initiative, never strike out on your own, and never deviate from the plan. Why? Because you're a brain-damaged mule and you've lost in damn desert.
That's right. That's it.
Yes.
You see, we've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
It's good to get out of the rain.
Right.
Just
Ah,
saying.
that's very true. So,
So 3 researchers at the Wuhan Institute.
Wuhan.
Yeah. The Institute of Virology became sick enough with COVID-like symptoms in November 2019 that they required hospitalization, according to a damning American intelligence report.
I'm
When
okay. All right.
okay,
Okay.
when remember we talked about this
2019
briefly?
November 2019? November 2019.
Remember us?
Can somebody I need help with this.
Sure.
When the pandemic started,
When it started.
when everybody got concerned about COVID in 2020,
Okay.
I could swear.
You could. Okay. You could.
Yeah, that
Well, it's not good to because
but
people
that,
get
that
upset.
you and I
Uh-huh.
said pretty much that COVID started in Wuhan in November that's where the outbreak happened, was Wuhan in November.
They did, yeah.
in like October, November timeframe.
Yeah, because remember there was
in the fall of 2019.
There was a stretch where I had gotten very sick very quickly.
Somewhere around that time frame,
Actually in December.
like December, January. Yeah.
It was around. No, it was December.
Yeah, it was December. Yes. Yeah, you're right. It was December.
Of 2019.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
And you didn't know what the hell happened to you.
No, I didn't. And yet, it's a little weird, isn't it?
Right?
The intelligence, which was first reported by the Wall Street Journal on Sunday, adds weight to the Wuhan lab leak theory that suggests that COVID-19 pandemic originated inside China's only biosafety level 4 laboratory.
Which is not biosafety level 4.
Not if it got out.
Of a biosafety level 4 laboratory,
Not
which,
if-
by the way, we paid for.
That's all right. We pay for everything.
I know.
I mean,
Anyway.
we do. We pay for
America pays for everything that everybody uses.
I know. The intelligence is. Oh, I already said all that.
No.
Oh, no, it is new. The intelligence is particularly significant because it suggests that COVID-19 was spreading in China much earlier than China had admitted.
Duh.
Why are we doing this? Why do we keep going, oh, this is so damning. This is so horrible. No. We know China lies. China lies about everything.
Duh.
Okay?
China is the largest proponent of pollution.
And also the biggest proponent of lies. Everything that they do is a lie.
It's communist China.
It's a lie. Chinese Communist government has traced patient 0 to a man who became sick on December 8th.
That's a lie. Patient 0 isn't really the first one.
I would even go argue it was probably much earlier than November.
Probably so.
But if researchers at the Wuhan lab were hospitalized 1 month prior, the virus was likely spreading even earlier than previously believed.
Duh.
One official familiar with the intelligence described it as, quote, an exquisite quality. The intelligence is described as
Okay.
exquisite quality.
Exquisite quality intelligence.
Yeah.
I did tell you this in January and February of 2020.
He's like, I was there. I know. I was there.
I literally said it. Anyway, continue forward.
Continuing on. Quote, the information that we had coming from the various sources was of exquisite quality. It was very precise. What it didn't tell you was exactly why they got sick, an official told the Journal.
Yeah, so when this happened,
When it happened.
China came out and said that they had an outbreak of the bird flu.
Yeah, I remember that.
An outbreak of the bird flu.
The bird flu.
The bird flu.
Boyd, the avian flu.
The avians.
H1s, N1s.
Right. The H1N1 bites
Yeah.
out of Wuhan.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they told us. They said there was an outbreak of the bird flu.
Look at the Boyd. Ain't that a cool Boyd?
And we said, that's the lie.
Something is not right.
How did they have an outbreak of the bird flu and then 2 months or a month and a half later, a virus is spreading around the world that everybody's scared of?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It never did.
Yeah. Anyway.
But, what can we say?
Yeah.
The intelligence corroborates the fact sheet released by the State Department in the final days of the Trump administration, which cited classified intelligence and suggested COVID-19 may have escaped from the Wuhan lab via infected researchers.
No.
Yes.
So it wasn't from the wet market
No.
that they closed down for no reason whatsoever?
No, it wasn't from old people eating bats
And bad fish.
and bad fish.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't from the bats.
No.
And it wasn't from the wet market of old fish. No.
No.
None of those things?
None.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
COVID's foreign ministry bucked the intelligence and continued to suggest that COVID-19 originated in the United States.
Uh-huh.
Quote, the U.S. continues to hype the lab leak theory. Is it actually concerned about tracing the source or trying to divert attention?
Well, considering that we knew that there was a lab leak.
The funny part about this is just how ballsy they just stand there and go,
Wait, that didn't happen.
yeah, the U.S. is just trying to push lies and stuff, and that just means that they're not trying to actually look for it, knowing full well that it happened with them and to them and there.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, China's communist government has infamously refused transparency with investigators surrounding the pandemic's origins.
Yeah.
The Wuhan Institute hasn't shared raw data, safety logs, lab records on its extensive work with coronavirus in bats, many which considered the most likely source of the virus. That also was a quote from the journal. China has pointed at wet markets in Wuhan as the source of the pandemic, as you mentioned a second ago.
So hold on. Wait a second.
Yes.
U.S. continues to hype the lab leak. They were saying that it originated in the United States, though. China said that suggested that COVID originated in the United States. And then it also says right here, China pointed out the wet markets in Wuhan. Okay. Okay, good. Go.
I'm glad you I was going to keep going, but I was waiting to see if you caught that.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. It originated in the U.S. Apparently, the U.S. has wet markets in Wuhan.
Wuhan, yeah. We have a Wuhan wet market
That's weird.
in China.
It's odd.
But it's the U.S.'s.
It's
America's soil.
It's a little check out of a territory, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Because
it's a
small?
protectorate.
It's
It's where we got some of our National Guard.
there's like 6 of them, and that's it.
That's all there is.
They can't even have guns. They just kind of stand there going, "Hello."
Hi, guys.
Spokeswoman for the National Security Council reiterated concerns about the pandemic's origins, but declined to comment further.
No.
Because never mind.
You suck.
I was going to say you're spineless, but anyway.
valid.
Quote, we continue to have serious questions about the earliest days of the COVID-19 pandemic, including its origins within the People's Republic of China. It's not a republic.
The People's Communist Party of China.
That's it. Quote, we're not going to make pronouncements.
Pronouncements? Why wouldn't it be just announcement?
I don't know. Because you're
We're not going to pronounce.
doing it after. I don't
We're not
know.
going to pronounce.
I don't know.
We're not pronouncing anything.
I don't know, Jim. It's just the way I'm reading it.
Damn it, Jim.
We're not going to make pronouncements that prejudge an ongoing WHO study.
Who?
What?
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
That's just what I said.
Who?
Who?
Who's who?
The WHO.
Who?
Yeah.
Who's on stage?
Who's on? No, it's who's on first.
Oh.
The study into the source of the SARS-CoV-2. As a matter of policy, we never comment on intelligence issues. End quote. And that's because you have none.
Well, you do
Intelligence, I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do have some.
No, you don't.
Just a little bit. Enough.
Enough to not comment that you've done screwed the pooch.
Yeah.
That's the only intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. They have enough.
The Wuhan lab leak theory has been widely denounced as a conspiracy theory despite the lack of evidence disproving the possibility. Now, the problem with that statement right there is we're supposed to be in America where you don't disprove something. The lack of evidence doesn't make it false.
The lack of evidence could very well be that you destroyed all the evidence.
But I mean, you can have a lack of evidence of all kinds of stuff.
Now, you could
And
say
it
that
doesn't
the lack of
mean-
evidence doesn't prove the case, and so you can't prove that it's true.
Yeah, but you
You can't claim it false either.
Yeah, and that's all it is you can't prove because it makes it a conspiracy theory.
Every time.
Okay? Because the way it's worded, again, words are important. And like this thing says, the Wuhan lab leak has been widely denounced as a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Okay? Conspiracy theory is basically a crazy notion is
Right.
all it is.
Crazy notions nobody wants to. Well, I would say that most conspiracy has a good grain or three of truth.
No, I know it is, but I'm saying like it's still made up. You're
Some
taking
ways,
a
yeah.
couple of truths that you know and you're just filling in the blanks.
Yeah, that's what our
Okay?
mind does.
That's
yes.
ultimately
Yeah,
what
yeah.
conspiracy theory is.
That's what humans do.
Then the very next word, despite a lack of evidence disproving the possibility. The possibility of what? That is a conspiracy theory or that it's true? Because it's already at conspiracy level. You're already taking, again, a couple of facts and you're filling in the blanks.
And the more you deny it, the more conspiracy level it gets.
Yes, so the lack of evidence doesn't change the fact that you've taken these three facts and you've made, or however many facts, and you've filled in the blanks with whatever you want.
Right.
You've still, Mad Libs this thing, is what it is.
Pretty much, you just fill in
The
blanks.
lack of evidence just keeps it from becoming truth,
Well,
not making it a lie.
yeah, keeps it from becoming known fact.
Yes. Dumb people. In fact, aside from equally plausible origination, I am so sorry.
It's okay. Equally plausible origination theories.
Origination theories.
Yeah.
Only the World Health Organization has said that it, quote, was extremely unlikely, end quote, that COVID-19 came from the laboratory.
So the only one that said that it was extremely unlikely was the same organization that's also partially ran by China.
Yeah, weird how that works
That's
out.
funny how that works.
It's a little weird. But their conclusion came after a rushed investigation in which access to critical data was tightly controlled by Chinese authorities.
Just like everything else in China.
Everything. Indeed, 18 high-profile scientists published a letter this month calling for more investigations into the lab leak theory, saying, quote, theories of accidental release from a lab and zoonotic spillover both remain viable, end quote.
Duh.
The group has even responded to the WHO's conclusion, which they rebuked because they, as explained, quote, the WHO did not give the Wuhan lab leak theory, quote, balanced consideration, end quote, writing that, quote, only 4 of the 313 pages of the report and its annexes addresses the possibility of a laboratory incident, end quote.
So the entirety, 313 pages.
Yeah.
Only 4 of those pages has any sort of mention of a possible laboratory accident.
Yep.
What is everything else about then?
I have no idea. So many words.
So many words.
So many words.
Yeah.
It,
And here's the problem. The biggest problem I have.
besides that China lies, and everyone is acting all surprised and be like,
Yep.
they find this little shred of, oh, well, China's probably lying. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Anthony Fauci.
You use that. I'm sorry. I mean, I know he went to school and he did a lot to earn that title, but that title's still very loosely used.
I know, it's very loose. Dr. Anthony Fauci says that he's now starting to become convinced that they could have possibly started in China one day. I'm just saying.
I can't. Anyway, Tech Root 2024. China lies? Been there, done that. Been there a lot. Quote, village? What village? There was never a village there. It's always been freshly plowed farmland. Our rockets never crashed. Please stop asking us about the villages. Let's see. Oblivion Flickering on Twitter as well. I refused to get the vaccine, yet I woke up today with a swelling at the injection site. How did they do that?
It's funny how that works.
It is. Picking on Portland again. Oh, heart emoji.
Yeah.
Emoji Slug over on Twitter. You know, if they had said that it was another outbreak of SARS, we probably would have been less freaked out by it, given that the Rona is in fact coronavirus is just like
SARS.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Living Flickering also here. Here in a civilized America, we don't let our moist markets get too wet.
That's right.
That's true too.
Yep. That's very, very
Finally,
true.
heart emoji again, Slug over on Twitter. Dylan, conspiracy theory is a few grains of truth. Steven, and humans fill in the gaps. Me, looking at my vast library of mythology. Yep, got that one right.
Yep. That's all you can do. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's basically it.
It is.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah, and it's fine. That's how humans think. We have to create mythos. We have to create ideology. We have to create that thing because we have to believe in
We need
things beyond.
Well-
and if you don't have all the everything lined up, we have to know what happened in between.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be continuity somewhere.
Yeah,
There has to be.
because we always think about things linearly.
Yeah, because cause and effect. This doesn't happen unless this happens. Therefore, why did this happen?
Yes.
And then what happened after that happened? You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything is set up that way, and it's fascinating when you really think about it. But
Exactly. That's just kind of how it works. And
Oh.
I mean, the human mind is crazy.
Recovering White Devil on Twitter, Saint Dr. Anthony Fauci. Don't shorten the title.
Oh, sorry.
Now you have to go light three masks on fire, and
In his honor,
you have to light a mask on fire, and I don't know.
say 2 Hail Marys.
Repeat. No, you're not a Hail Mary. He's not a. They don't have anything.
No.
to do with
Like
God.
that's a pass.
Oh, is it? Mary's the pass? Okay.
No, a Hail Mary.
I get it's okay.
Nah, it's a sports reference that I shouldn't be giving.
That you shouldn't be giving.
but you didn't catch it. Get it? It's a double.
I thought it was a double entendre. I got it. I got it.
Uh-huh.
I got
Yeah.
it. I know.
Yeah. Does it work?
It,
All
no,
right.
it works.
Thank you.
You just kind of slid it in there.
A Georgia judge agreed Friday to unseal nearly 150,000 absentee ballots in Fulton County, the state's most populous county, to allow investigators to examine the ballots for evidence of alleged voter fraud.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Henry County Superior Court Judge Brian Amero is allowing more than 145,000 absentee ballots from the 2020 presidential election to be inspected in the audit.
This is either going to go really well
Or really
or
bad.
really bad. Because here's the thing.
And by the way, way too late, guys.
Well, and because they're
Welcome to the party.
here's my question. Just
Yeah.
my first question before anything gets said.
Sure. Is it being monitored?
Oh no, that's not even it.
That's my first question. Is it
No.
being
I'm
monitored?
going to go even before that.
All right, go ahead.
You go through these,
Uh-huh.
and let's say,
Yeah.
just for
grids.
just for argument's sake,
Sure.
this is not a Trump thing. This is not any of that. It's just
Yeah,
for
right.
argument's sake.
Okay.
You find out that in those 150,000,
There were what?
that there was enough to justify
A recount.
fraud.
Oh, fraud. Okay.
Okay, I mean we're talking
Like
nth degree.
actual fraud.
actual stuff. Like this is
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Like the thing is being accused.
Technically, one is enough for fraud, but that's fine.
yeah, but I'm saying enough that would
Yeah.
that
would
could
constitute
possibly
a problem.
big enough problem.
Systematic fraud.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the next step then?
Yeah.
That's my biggest start there.
Because we already have a
here's-
guy that's been here for a year now, right?
Well, that's
Or
what
not
I'm
a
getting
year,
ready to
but-
say.
well, not a year.
Oh, not
6 months.
It's not
5
even
months.
been a year, and we're
It's not even been. No, it hasn't even been 6 months.
No.
Crap! It's only been 4.5
I
months.
know.
Holy God!
I know. That's how bad it is. But that's my point. Who cares? The rest of the stuff doesn't matter.
Seems like we're gonna have to have another election in November.
I doubt it. But that's my point. So they find. Let's again assume.
Yeah.
That they go through this stuff and find out. You know what? Absolutely, there was rampant fraud. Trump should have won it. Da-da-da, hands down.
Right. Okay.
What happens after that? Are you going to? Is there going to be a new election? Is everything going to be deposed? Is Biden coming? How is
No.
it going to look? How's it going to
No.
work? If
They're
nothing,
going to have a lot of words.
Yeah, if nothing changes or is going to change, why in the F are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting our time? Why are you throwing this stuff out into the news?
To make people feel better about this process.
But it doesn't change it.
Right. But what it does is
So how does it make you feel better?
it changes the perception. It changes the perception.
So then I would love to ask an actual hardcore militant Trump sycophant.
Yeah.
I would love to ask them then if they found out that it was all fake, it was all proven, and nothing else changes. Biden stays in office and everything else. Does that really make you feel better?
Obviously not.
Obviously not.
But I'm saying it would help the population feel better about the next coming election.
Not necessarily.
I wouldn't feel any better. Actually, it
I
would
feel
make me
worse.
feel worse.
Yeah.
Like if they don't find evidence, I'd feel better about it.
Kind of hope that they don't.
Yeah. Well, I also hope that they do because it would confirm a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, until then, we're just going to have to hope that my APR coffee comes in.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It's where you go to get historically great coffee.
It is America's best.
AmericasPrideRoasters.com. Historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth.
You could also go to mojo50.com.
You can.
That's mojo50.com. That is where you can find all the hosts in the Mojo 50 Radio Network, as well as go to iHeartRadio, hit the Mojo 50 Radio banner, and listen to it 24/7.
Yep. And you got our website, doaeshow.com. It's doaeshow.com. Archives, shop, all that cool stuff, and the social medias. Don't forget, at DOAE Show on everything, Facebooks and Twitters and YouTubes, everywhere else. Go like, share, comment with your friends. We will see y'all tomorrow. Bye,
Later.
y'all.